Om Shanti. Make your foundation of faith strong and remain constantly fearless and carefree. Faith is the foundation of victory. The foundation for being victorious is faith. If your foundation is strong, the building cannot shake and you remain carefree. If your foundation is weak, then with the slightest storm, with the slightest upheaval of the earth, you would be afraid that the building will perhaps fall or develop cracks. However, if your foundation of faith is strong, you will remain fearless and carefree. Om Shanti. Welcome to Avekti Parivar. Today's day 3. Make your foundation of faith strong and remain constantly fearless and carefree. Today's topic: faith is the foundation of victory. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. I know that many countries are a day behind, so but still you must be listening more about Holi, and it begins with burning and bonfire, and they make some kind of they call it mm, sweet and salty both. They call it cookie. It's a Sindhi word, and Sindhi is like cookie very much. Sweet one and salty. So they wrap the thread around and they put it in the bonfire, and roti doesn't burn, right? Thread burns. Like they show that Holika had a scarf, and the blessing was that once she has that, then she cannot burn. But then when she took Prahlad in that fire, then the air blown off the scarf. So she was burned because the scarf was blown off in the air. So Prahlad, actually it went on the Prahlad and he was saved, right? I am not sure if it's a real story, but it's an inspiring story that if I have faith in God, it should be unshakable. It should be firm and it should be strong. And Baba is calling that faith as the foundation. Of course, the example is given of building, but actually it is of our life. Our foundation of our life is faith. And Baba says, when there is faith, there is victory, always. So now the time is to be victorious. So Baba is saying that faith is the foundation of the victory. Just imagine it's our foundation of life, no? Baba says the foundation for being victorious is faith. If your foundation is strong, then the building cannot shake, will not even shake, right? And remain carefree. Because first, shaking is like internally some kind of thoughts come. Will it happen? What will happen? As Baba said. If your foundation is weak, then with the slightest storm, with the slightest upheaval, slightest upheaval of the earth, you will be afraid. What the thoughts will be? You will be afraid that building will perhaps fall or develop cracks. Because that leak also sometimes very difficult to fix the leak. So Baba says, however, if your foundation of faith is strong, you will remain carefree and also fearless. Carefree and fearless. How many of us, when we look at ourselves, so many fears, very subtle form, right? But then again, no, Shirona is from Israel and the war both ways happening from there to other countries and from other countries to Israel. So, but they are lucky on other side because they don't know when will flight start. So from Ahmedabad, they send them to Madhuban. So on one side there is fortune, right? But other side, they don't know when they could go. For Sharona is okay, but others are from the families, right? They might have their business and so they all were sent. Others are trying to get the refund from Emirates and all that and try to get another flight. But Air India is going every day. So interesting yesterday. Sister Kala called from Bombay Airport. She said they announced it's only 20 minutes late, but they don't know how long it will take to reach because they have to refuel and reroute.
Yeah.
I remember once we had to refuel at Abu Dhabi because they have a lot of oil. Every country doesn't have that much oil that flight can refuel, no? Because they have just maybe enough for their flights. Not every flight, they can refuel. So in a practical way, it's the faith, how you see it. When Baba says every scene of drama, there's kalyan. Some kind of benefit is there. But somebody said to see the benefit of that takes faith again. If this wouldn't have happened, we wouldn't have got that right. So anyway, I think, as I said, that faith is important. According to drama, whatever happens will be best. Success and victory is our birthright. You have to keep remembering the blessings all the time, which Baba has given. And, you know, this whole thing of, so I asked Baba one time that, Baba, since we have come to knowledge, a lot of problems. Before life was smooth, no problem. We came here for peace, but it's like a war, no, with Maya. So Baba looked at me and said, just to give you experience. Because if you have experience, you can help others, right? So Baba made it so light, you know. Since then, I always say, anyone who comes to me, it will be over. It's an experience. It will be over. It's not, it's going to go on forever. So a lot of people ask me, when is war going to end? So I said that can't go on long. No? Just imagine if airlines doesn't work, per day they lose billions of rupees per day because the passengers, airport taxes, they have to maintain everything, right? But if they don't make money, how will they pay now? So I think that it cannot go on long, but they say now the fire could be extinguished, but the smoke remains. धुआं तो रहता ही है. And also again flare up, anytime. So it will continue, but also they are trying to kind of talk about it to end, you know. So it's all drama. Anyway, welcome, Shrona Ben. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, first of all, Didi, and thank you very much for this invitation. And Om Shanti to the whole community of Avyak Parivar. I feel so happy just to be sitting here in your very good company.
You also had gone and come back?
No, two souls had left, and on their way to Ahmedabad, the war started, or we heard about it. So they reached the airport to cancel everything and get refunded, and then they came back. And I was to be leaving the next day. I was to be leaving on Sunday. Barrett was supposed to be leaving on Saturday when the war was announced. So everything was suddenly. And what's interesting is that about 10 of Israel's main teachers are now here. They're not in Israel.
Yeah, all main teachers, yeah. Dubai, everyone is here. I mean, they were leaving, but they came for meeting, right? 10 of them.
10, yeah, something like that.
Just say a few words about yourself.
It's interesting because up until something you just said, I never really related to the word fear, in the sense that I have often felt that Baba just locks that door. I cannot get into the room called fear. And I always wondered about that and appreciated it. More than fear, I would be feeling just the enormousness of the suffering and the pain of everyone all around. But now you just said we all have fears, subtle fears about our own self. And that's true, because those fears are there, unfortunately. I guess it means there's still work to do on my faith. But this fear that I won't have that closeness to Baba that's needed to be able to play this part, and really just through my presence relieve that suffering or contribute to the relief of that suffering. There is that fear. So it's interesting to think that the antidote is increasing my faith.
So are many people being killed in Israel? Or?
I think that there's a lot of destruction on both sides now, because these missiles are very, very big weaponry that they're using. up until now, Israel has not been working with that kind of destructiveness, but it's all been accelerated, and so a lot of destruction. One sister's house, Dina, a bomb dropped nearby, and just the reverberations of a bomb destroyed half of the framework. So now she's living with another sister nearby. And then, you also mentioned luck, and when I hear the word luck right now, I think for us in Israel, at least for myself, another aspect of this luck is in Israel, we have bomb shelters. We have bomb shelters, but in Syria, in Lebanon, in all these other places which are now being bombed, and Iran also, they don't have bomb shelters. They don't have any preparedness for war like we do. So I also feel that we're very fortunate, actually, if we want to look for where's the, how to look at things and benefit. I mean, this is aside from the benefit of course, knowing Baba and having meaning for our life and a part to play.
So, what's your name and everything?
What is my
name? You have to introduce it.
Sorry. So my name is Sister Sharona, and I took Yan in France, actually, 43 years ago. And then Daddy sent me to Boston to be part of the family in the Americas. I am originally American, born and raised in the United States. And after 15 years in Boston, Daddy sent me to Israel to open the centers there. And now we have 5 centers in Israel. And one of them is so close to Syria and all the terrible things that were going on in Syria and actually are continuing. So close, you could walk it 20 minutes, I think, right? About a 20-minute walk. You can see. And it's an Arab-speaking center, which is very exciting for us. They hear Murli in Arabic. It's wonderful.
So,
okay. So, actually, one time, Baba told me in those days when we had personal meetings and he would speak to us personally, Baba told me that my specialty was faith. And I have fallen back on that many times in my life when the tests seemed too large. And actually, if I think about it, faith seems like a magical power, magical. We can't really know how it works, but it definitely works. So this said, Didi, could we say that there might be some aspects of dharna which, if we pay attention to them, that could strengthen the foundation of faith? If so, what could be 2 or 3 aspects of dharna which, if I pay attention to them and I cultivate them, the foundation of my strength could be stronger?
Yeah, before that, so you were following Christianity or Jewish religion?
Jewish religion.
Jewish.
Yeah, my parents are Jewish.
So there is, it's between Christians and Jewish, or it's Islam and
Islam and Judaism
and Jewish.
That's always been the source of the conflict.
Yeah, always.
Always.
And Israel is the only country, right, where they have Jewish.
That's right. That's right. I mean, that is the country that was established to be the land of the Israelis. But the history is ancient. The Jewish people declare that it is their land, and historically it would be. And then the those from the Islam tradition declare that that's their land. And so it's a fight over land. Uh, so they say. I don't really think it comes down to the land at this point. I think it comes down to other just emotional factors, which according to the drama are sustaining the conflict.
Some people say that you have a blind faith. Faith is blind. And I think it has to be blind. You know why I'm saying it? That just follow it.
Just
right?
do it. Yeah, right.
So when dadis came, no, they were little girls, right? Baba found a trust of 8 kanyas. And whatever Baba said, no? One time Baba said, there won't be Diwali next year. And they kept saying, there won't be Diwali next year. Nobody thought that, am I saying it? If Diwali happens, then what will people say? They never thought, what will people say? You know, we always think, log kya kahenge, you know, people, what will people? But with that is God, faith, whatever each word is speaking is going to happen. And we know that too, right? And we see that is happening. But we still kind of have our own personal interpretation, personally. You know, one time there was emergency in India. It was war between China, India, or Pakistan, India. And so government, I don't know how much you know political science, but when there is war, they declare it emergency. And when there is emergency, then there is a law. More than 4 people cannot gather together. And we had like hundreds of people when Baba came. So Jagdish Bhai and I and some of us were saying that Baba said in the Murli that look at these people are fighting for a piece of land. And we thought that it's little bit in emergency to say things like that could be problem for organization. So we came to Baba and we said, Baba, we believe in you what you say, but some of the words you say could be risky and there could be problem. So we thought we are very smart and we know everything. So Baba looked at and Baba said, tell them that we not saying it, our Baba is saying, and bring them to me. I will speak to them. And it's true because whenever then many officers in the beginning will come, from where money comes, what is this one? Baba will go in his room and he comes to know these officers have come. I don't know, he practiced soul consciousness or bringing Baba. He came out and he used to sit on floor in history hall. Those days we didn't have history hall. It was where the office is. Now they close it.
Yeah.
So Baba will meet them and Baba start talking to them, children, child. And so they were kind of no big officers, nobody called them children. And this man, old man is, but you know, some or other they were touched. Like yesterday, I had to record a message for former president of Nigeria who had come here. His birthday was 89th, he's like now 90. So they asked me to send a message on his birthday. And he is inviting like lot of leaders and a big gathering. So they wanted a message. So everyone keeps saying his name was very difficult. So to read whole name. So they told me that you just say first word, but say also brother. And I know that because he came here, so I had to say that I'm from Mount Abu on behalf of the organization. So then I use the word dear brother. And it touches them,
Yeah.
because something sparkle when you talk about relationship. So I think that faith is blind. Just be blind. Once you know you're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Lot of people in faith do wrong things, which is legally not right, spiritually not right, emotionally not right, but they just follow it. But we are following it with understanding. It's completely pure soul, God, karma. Nothing is we doing as when first time I never used to like to stay at center because what many reasons. So once Baba said, spend 2 days and see how you feel. So that time they didn't have much money or whatever. So the trans messenger, she said, when I went, Baba has said you have to do bhatti whole night. I said, no, I can't do it because I need to sleep, no? I can't do it. Then the food they made was lot of water and few potatoes and few, and I don't like that, I like, in Punjab and Delhi, we don't have lot of liquid, we make it thick. So I said, I don't think I can eat it because I don't like to put my hand into this liquid. So I refused it because I felt I don't feel Baba will. One day I have come to stay and Baba will say, don't do bhatti whole night. But also I didn't have fear because I thought I am sensible and I'm honestly saying
Okay.
that I can't do it. So on one side we say that faith is blind,
Mm.
but then there are so many religions, gurus, they make you do so many things which are not, wash their feet and drink that water. I will never do that. So for dadis, the way they really followed, because it was right, but 100%.
Right.
All-rounder dadi, 4 in the morning, left home, left the bunch of keys on the bed of her husband, and she came out of house 4 in the morning, or it was late. So when she came out, she started walking to surrender to only. Police start following. Midnight, where is this lady? So one police, then other police. By the time there were 10 policemen behind her. Where is this woman going? So anyway, she was fearless. So she reached where Baba was. And so naturally, like they will ask Baba why this lady is running, left her home. No, what was that? Faith, no? That was faith that you leave midnight, you have no money, you left your keys there. But other side people were very, they had everything and they didn't take anything, left the keys and left home, not sure who will feed them, how long they will be fed, right? But it was a kind of very pure kind of feeling of surrender. So their following was very genuine, very right, very sensible. So when I say faith is blind because I sometimes wonder why these ladies from the very rich families like Didi and Didi's queen mother, until now they are Chennai and Singapore, everywhere they are big, big business. And they are from that family because they are Chennai's. So what made them leave everything? Is faith. So I feel that understanding of Baba Srimad, like disciplines, disciplines are very important for doing right actions. If you don't have discipline or principles, you can do wrong actions also. So they saw whatever Baba taught them is good for their life. And it proved, no? They all were 11 years, 15 years, and Dadis until end. They did nothing wrong for anything. They had no food, it's all right. They had no transport, it's all right. And what is Yagya today is because of their tapasya, because of their faith. Whatever Dadis did, today we are enjoying all that fruit of their tapasya. So I will say that follow blindly but sensibly.
It's wonderful.
When I say, no, because they will say faith was, I said, if faith was blind, Yagya wouldn't be here. Dadi Prakashwani, Dadi Janki were such wise women that all the leaders at that time was Congress, mainly in party, used to always say, go to, Indira Gandhi was meeting Dadi. Rajiv Gandhi came to meet Dadi. Many, many. And they will look at them and they say, oh, even the organization was 5,000 people, maximum 5,000. Still, they felt that such a beautiful organization is led by these women. So their faith was firm faith. I might say blind faith, because they always believe people that faith is blind. You don't see anything. But I think you don't see anything, but your third eye can see everything.
Nice, that's it.
You don't see what people will say. You don't see what your families will feel. No, we have to do it. We have to do it. The way they left their homes, each one's story is a big story. So I think that we should follow blindly to right.
What I'm hearing you say, Didi, correct me if I'm wrong, is that if we're looking at what dharna we can be paying attention to so that that foundation gets as strong as our daddies, maybe some aspect of this egolessness, the humility, they don't put my own interpretation, but just follow. Just this is what he's saying. Don't be clever with what he's saying. So maybe simplicity, humility, maybe surrender. And then I guess obedience or discipline, but then love. If I'm just cultivating that relationship with Baba, wouldn't my faith increase?
Obedient, faithful.
Faithful.
I still, when I think of them, because I saw them when they were in their 30s, 30, 31, 35, all that is. They came to my grandparents' home, very young, and most of them are short. But they look so honest, they look so royal, they look, because royal, they were from good families, all of them.
Cleanliness, I guess.
51.
That cleanliness.
1951, when after partition from Mount Abu they came.
Right.
Because they wanted to do service, to find contacts. And this is what we did when we went to foreign countries. We looked for if we know anyone here, there. And that's how service began everywhere. So it's amazingly how they had faith and so much deformation. Don't even ask the words people use for Brahma Kumaris when I came. And that's how when I did journalism, I started writing articles for them that no, that's wrong, you cannot prove it, that's wrong. And then the newspaper owners will call me, why are you writing for them? I said, because I feel they are honest, they are truthful. So, yeah.
In fact, the whole yagya is based on faith. that energy of faith.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
We say Baba will do, Baba will do, Baba is doing it whole day, right? That's our song is Baba will.
And it works. That's the
It does
thing, it
work, yeah.
works. It's almost like the opposite is analyzing, logicking, reasoning, all these human mechanisms.
Mm.
It just damages the whole energy of faith.
No, one of the very big Jagat Guru went to Dadi's cottage, and so Hansa said, when Dadi was here, he said, I don't like you speaking like this. Why don't you say Dadi is still here?
Oh,
Because I feel Dadi. I feel these Dadis are still here. And you saying when she was here.
okay.
So he corrected her because they also feel that there is a lot of presence of Dadis and presence of Baba here, even Brahma Baba.
Yeah.
So you are true that they feel the presence and it works.
It's
When
magic.
Once we say Baba,
Yeah,
he gets it done.
it's magic. Do I have time for another question? I don't
Everyone.
know my time. Determination, Didi.
Hmm.
You know, that's also a very interesting energy. Determination. What's it connected to? At best, I can understand something from Jagdish Dada. He had spoken about how churning develops the energy of determination. But I see in my life that it's almost like I can go in phases and different relationships with this ability to move, fill my thoughts with determination and keep going. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Determine, just 2 words because time is up. I think I feel that it has a lot to do with power to discern. And recently Baba had said that it is the love which changes into determination.
Nice.
When you are in love, you say, I must do it, whatever happens. Shortly,
That's easy. Thank you, Didi.
Om Shanti.